As the heavy rain poured down, photographer Kennerin couldn't believe what he was seeing. A dog was tied to a tree, helpless and unable to move, while floodwaters continued to rise around her. Fear filled her eyes as she struggled against the restraints, trapped in a situation no pet should ever face. Kennerin's shock turned to anger when he noticed the collar around the dog's neck. This wasn't a stray, this was someone's pet. How could anyone abandon their animal like this? That day, Kennerin was in Victoria, Texas, where a powerful hurricane had unleashed torrential rain, causing widespread flooding. Roads were submerged, homes were at risk, and yet, in the midst of this chaos, someone had left their dog behind, tied up, unable to escape. She wore a blue collar, a sign that she had once been loved, yet now she had been discarded. According to Texas law, pet owners are encouraged to take their animals with them during emergencies, with shelters even providing special accommodations. Abandoning a pet in such conditions isn't just cruel, it's illegal. Despite this, Lucky, as Kennerin would later call her, had been left to fend for herself. But she wasn't alone. As Kennerin freed the trembling dog, she led him to another shocking discovery. A pit bull was tied to a nearby tree. 2 cats, and even a small pony had also been left behind. It was as if their owner had taken what they deemed valuable and walked away, leaving these helpless creatures to face the storm on their own. Lucky, despite her own fear, had remained near her friends, unwilling to leave them behind. She guided Kennerin to them, as if asking for his help not just for herself, but for those who depended on her. That day, Kennerin did what he could. He freed the animals and ensured they had a fighting chance. But as he lay in bed that night, sleep wouldn't come. Thoughts of Lucky and the others haunted him. Had they made it through the night? Were they safe? The next morning, he returned to the scene, his heart pounding with anticipation. The moment she saw him, Lucky came running, her tail wagging joyfully. She remembered him. She knew he had saved her. And in that moment, Kennerin felt relief. Determined to secure a better future for Lucky and her companions, he contacted animal control. Thanks to his efforts, all of the abandoned animals were rescued, taken to safety, and given a second chance. But for Kennerin, it wasn't just about saving them. It was about staying connected. He couldn't stop thinking about Lucky, the brave dog who had endured so much yet still had so much love to give. At the moment, her previous owner remains unknown. But if no one comes forward, Kennerin is seriously considering adopting her himself. After all, Lucky lived up to her name, not just by surviving, but by bringing together those who cared for her. And perhaps, in the end, she brought Kennerin a bit of luck too.